My name is Masaley Kargbo. I'm the director of the NAF Academy of Health Sciences at Calvin Coolidge High School, and this is my story. I attended public schools in Washington, D.C., as well as Prince George's County, Maryland. And growing up, my father always said that education was important because no one can take it away from you. He's from Sierra Leone, West Africa, so just kind of no nonsense when it came to education. Saturday mornings, it's not about cartoons. If he was in the house, we were usually doing work, reading some encyclopedias from the thrift store that he purchased. So that was just, school was everything. I think just continuing to encourage students, as well as helping students see the connection with whatever content they're teaching and that they'll need them eventually in their lives. So if it's algebra, yep, you can still have an influence on the student's career towards medicine or art or physical education. Like they need it all. All those contents matter. So I think access to higher level courses and advanced courses, it's crucial. A lot of times students see themselves as successful or not successful just based on their immediate atmosphere or environment. They may not be doing so well in regular English, but they sign up for a class at UDC and find that, oh, I can do English well. Just taking them, putting themselves in a different environment helps them to see themselves differently and really tap into what's possible. So educators, mindsets can really propel a student to tap into their potential, or it can hinder them, unfortunately. So belief in students is major. Even if you don't have a perfect lesson plan, teachers I know are tapped into a lot and suffer from burnout, just dealing with the day-to-day realities of the work. But staying in the mindset of believing that the student has something that they can take from you, and that you have something that the student needs in order to get to the next level is key. Some of the roadblocks that I've observed that minorities face when pursuing careers in health and science are finances, as well as identity. So I'm gonna start with identity. In high school, I wanted to become a pediatrician, and I was working at a seafood restaurant actually, and there was a woman that approached me whose friend owned a doctor's optometry practice, and she said, "Oh, you would be perfect to work for my friend." When I went to apply and ended up working for a friend, it was an African-American female who owned her own optometry practice, and all the physicians were African-American. And it was just kind of like, oh my God. I was kind of like in Twilight Zone, just looking at these professionals walking around, oh, these are real doctors. So that exposure was important for me. It's not something I got in the classroom. Another barrier is finances. So there's the mindset of, I don't want to take out loans, or I can make this much money, especially with social media, being an influencer. But what you said when you were a sophomore is that you really wanted to be a neurosurgeon. So maybe you can still be an influencer in high school, but there's nothing wrong with applying for scholarships, as well as tapping into some financial aid in order to really make college possible for you. Some advice that I give to students is just to explore and connect, really just having them explore different careers, as well as making sure that they're taking advantage of all of their courses. If I could change anything about the current educational system is making sure that our pathways truly lead to higher opportunities for our students. We know that there's a shortage of minority physicians in the U.S., and there's no way to really directly impact that number without making sure that our students know the clear path to get there.